Welcome. This is Speaking of Beauty Movement, and you're joining us here at the brunch. Me and these wonderful ladies are going to kick off our first edition. We're doing this not just for us, but also for you. So hopefully you pick up some things. Hopefully you contact us and be a part of the movement. We welcome you to join us. It's all about healing. Join us, we heal us, and help heal you. Well, ladies, while we're enjoying a great meal, there are a couple of things we kind of want to talk about, if you don't mind. Everybody mind? So I've had conversation with men and women over time, and I've had my own issues. But I like for each woman here to give me a testimony or a scenario or a situation where you have experienced the background of speaking of beauty. So speaking of beauty is that you do not pass another black lady, sister, girl, woman, without speaking to her with a smile. Your only intention is to greet her. Hello, beautiful. Hello, gorgeous. Hi, lovely. How you doing? That's it. Because you're not doing it just for you. You're healing you, but you're also helping her. Let her take it. Let her suck it in. Let her think about it. You thinking about it as well. Let's heal.
I definitely I wish her left church, and I told her thank you. I told her that she was beautiful and that she followed me because of what I told her. She was not sure she was ever ready. She did it of what she did. She did it that she was just not she was all the time. God has just gave her her so that she was
Okay, so what was it like for you to get her reaction? What was that reaction on her that you noticed?
I know it was something that seemed to be a little bit different for her. Something that she had not been doing, something that she was not familiar with.
Okay.
So that was when we really got opportunity to get to know her.
And doing so, how did that make you feel?
I think it was worth it.
Good deal.
I never something that she
Good deal. So anyone else have an experience? Can be from anywhere, anything.
Every day, it's just how you present yourself to make someone comfortable with talking to you. I had a lady that I met maybe within an hour this lady was opening up to me. She was telling me about her hair situation and she was in tears because she had on a picture. When I worked with her, maybe about 2 days ago, I haven't seen her in a while since then she's cut all her hair off. And I told her, the hair looks good. She's like, I'm still dealing with it. I have to go to work. I said, but Renee, you look good. No, I didn't need it. It's just a matter of you instilling something in somebody. Because if they tell you they've seen something in you to even open up to you, but it's how you represent yourself when you talk to other people. To make people feel comfortable. Because you really don't know what the next person is going through. You just have to be that shoulder, because we all go through something. We all dealing with the same things. It's just some people cover it up better than others.
True. True.
I work at a gas station, so I see people all day, every day, same faces, new faces, old faces, black faces, and I greet people the same way every time. And a lot of people, not just women, men and women, will tell me, when I'm not there, they're looking for me because every time I see people, I really don't even remember a specific example, but I always compliment someone in any type of way. Oh, I like your nails. I like your hair. your eyelashes are pretty, your skin is beautiful, something.
Good deal.
And so when I'm not there, they're literally like looking for me, and I get calls on my off days like, you have a customer in here that is requesting you because they're having a bad day. And I'm like,
Aww.
Oh, wow.
well, that's why I'm there, and I know they got me there for that reason in particular. And that's why I got a second job at gas station.
All right. It means something to you just as much, right?
I can literally see the light in someone's face after I've complimented them, because you never know what someone is going through and why they're frowning.
Exactly.
And then them just changing that and smiling and walking out of the store with a whole new confidence is
Fantastic. I'll be next to share one myself. Well, I went to the grocery store and I just walked down the aisles. And I'm friendly, but I greeted a young lady. And initially she didn't absorb it. She didn't respond, but that was fine with me. I kept walking. This young lady came all the way to the back of the Walmart to find me and tell me exactly how that hit her and how she, at that moment, reflected, how did I act? How did I respond to her? Why did I respond that way? And then it even made her question, why am I even walking around like this? This young lady was able to come and tell me all that just from me speaking to her with a kind gesture, with some love, and with some intent to be friendly. She said it just made her open up. It was free. It didn't cost a thing. It was just a kind gesture changing how we interact, not only with everybody else, but how are we walking around? What's behind our frown? See, people are easy to recognize. You're angry, you're bitter, you're mad. That's really not what it is. It's a few more things. They just don't take the time to understand what that is. That's okay. We do. We had a time for you. We also had resources for you, and we'll provide those for you. But we have to first admit, I'm mad, I'm angry, I'm upset, because it become a defense. And now you're walking around at your job, at home, with an attitude. And the attitude really is the defense. But no one knows that. They just see the reaction. And the reaction sets a tone for yourself. And eventually you start to adapt it and be that all the time. And then sometimes you don't know how to come out of it, even when you want to. Women don't want to be that way. Girls don't want to be angry. It's just something they've adapted. They wear like a shield. But that's what we're going to change. I'm bowing to change. And my little gesture, my little way, information I learned to be better at it from another perspective, I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do that. Fantastic.
And I can piggyback off of both of them, because in my profession, I deal with young women all day, every day. And with all the different or the mixed stereotypes and mixed messages young women get today, sometimes you just have to be that voice of reason for them, a lot. And I've had a lot of kids or young women that come to me and talk about the negative or the negative messages they're getting from people that they look up to. And at the same time, I have to tell them you don't allow someone else to predetermine who you are.
Absolutely.
You determine who you are. Nobody can tell you who you're going to be. I know what I have inside me. I know what's possible for me. And when I tell them my story, it's like, I was in high school when I had my daughter. And my parents being, the older generation, and they had a certain belief, and I love them to death. And a lot of times and I have to tell them this, a lot of times when your parents tell you things, they're doing what they feel is best for you, and it was how they were raised.
Yeah.
But as soon as that happened to me, first thing my parents told me, you're going to have to quit school. You're going to have a baby. You got to take care of the baby. But if I had fell into that, I wouldn't be where I am today. I stayed in school. I graduated high school. I was one of the most recruited females in my area. Ended up going to a Division I school on a college scholarship. I'm sitting here today with a bachelor's degree and 2 master's degrees. So, and it's like I tell them, you determine that. And sometimes people mean well, but it's not necessarily
Absolutely.
your path. I was like, your path, you may have had something to change in the plan, but that just means you have to take a different
There you
road.
go.
Yeah,
You don't mean that it
absolutely.
stops.
There you go.
You know?
Absolutely.
So I deal with kids every day, and I have to tell them, you determine your destiny.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Nobody else
That's
can.
it.
Absolutely. Speaking of beauty is a movement, and we're able to collaborate with every event, every group, every organization. We're a movement that's intended to be contagious. So our purpose is just to change how we interact with each other. We can come to your school, be a part of your organization, and we do not isolate anyone. So we'll welcome you, and we welcome you to come to be a part of us.